Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to be doing a very brief stock analysis on Norwegian Cruise Line, and I've also done a quick analysis on Carnival Cruise Line and Royal Caribbean Cruise Line in the last couple of days, so be sure and come check those out. Here we can see Norwegian had a price at the beginning of the year close to $60, and then at its lowest point it went down all the way to $7.03. So it went down to about a seventh of the price that it was, very similarly to Royal Caribbean, if not getting hit even a little bit harder than Royal Caribbean did. Here we can see that for the last 4 years, they've steadily increased revenues and earnings have stayed relatively steady, but that's not going to be true for 2020. We're going to see a major decrease in revenues and probably negative earnings for the next 2 or 3 quarters to come. Next up, I just wanted to go over some bullets pointing out some potential problems with Norwegian. I'm actually a shareholder of both Royal Caribbean and Carnival, and I think Norwegian would be my bottom pick out of the three. The first bullet is talking about them putting longer terms on their debt, and then the second bullet is talking about them raising an additional $1 billion of capital, and then they're also deferring their payments on some of their debt already. And they're also offering senior notes that are going to be due in 2026. And then just this last bullet here is that they're going to plan to sell an additional over $400 million in additional shares, which is not good for shareholders and dilutes the stock, lowering the price. There's been a lot of news about potential problems with Norwegian going bankrupt, and actually a lot more news about Norwegian in particular than both Carnival and Royal Caribbean. My personal stance on it is that I think all three of these big cruise line stocks are going to fully recover. It may take 2 or 3 years to reach their highs that they were at the beginning of this year. In my opinion, Norwegian is the most at risk. Another important thing to note here is that their market cap is less than $3 billion, whereas Royal Caribbean and Carnival are at $8 and $9 billion respectively. Royal Caribbean has some of the best growth to offer by offering some of the biggest and most massive and best cruise ships in the world and building even more like that. And then Carnival has 9 different cruise lines that they own, and they're the biggest cruise line out there. And with Norwegian being the smallest of the 3 big ones, I just don't know what they really have to distinguish from the other ones. Come check out my channel for more videos, subscribe for more content, and thank you so much for watching to the end.